very warm welcome to Thorough Newspaper Analysis, which is conducted by Law Seekho Daily. This is an initiative of Law Seekho to facilitate your preparation. Now, the first article that we have for today, it's an editorial piece published in The Hindu. It goes by the title of Media Raids and Breaking the Silence on Press Freedom. This is going to be followed by news updates for today and legal updates. Now, before we proceed, I'd like to make here a mention of the fact that Law Seekho runs a daily quiz which is based on the TNA of the previous day. You can get access to the link for attempting this daily quiz in your WhatsApp and Telegram groups in the morning itself at 8 a.m. and it runs till 11 a.m. Now let's proceed with the editorial piece. Now on 14th of February 2023, the Income Tax Department carried out a survey action on the offices of the British Broadcasting Corporation, which is the BBC, in New Delhi and in Mumbai. Now, after a continuous survey of 3 days, the Central Board of Direct Taxes, which is the CBDT, it alleged evasion of taxes on remittances and discrepancies in the transfer pricing mechanisms. The Press Club of India, it has termed this raid as deeply unfortunate, while the Editors Guild believes that this is just a mere step of intimidation. Now, given the fact that CBDT, it is a legitimate organization, the editorial, it discusses that its investigations ought to have been within the financial ambit. However, the editorial adds that the CBDT went forward and put in place a dragnet on the journalists, something which was totally uncalled for. Further, it discusses that since 2018, there have been at least 10 reported instances of device searches that impact press freedom. In a parliamentary response dated August 10, 2022, the Ministry of Home Affairs has stated that since police and law and order, these are topics within the competence of the state governments, therefore the centre, it cannot centrally maintain device seizures of journalists. The editorial, however, discusses that this is not the entire truth for two reasons. Firstly, Crime in India report queries data from state governments and it can easily be extended to include data on device seizures of journalists. Secondly, many of the searches and seizures, they have been formed by central agencies such as the Income Tax Department, and such a record, it can be maintained and published by the Ministry of Finance. Further, it was stated in the editorial that as a means to avoid the DK Vasu guidelines, they could be reintroduced in investigations wherein they fit the digital versions of such search and seizure. The Supreme Court needs to revive and apply the doctrine of effect and consequence. This will ensure that a broader canvas of executive actions shall shape practices in criminal courts. Now let's proceed with the news updates for today. Firstly, we have the collaboration of Bombay Stock Exchange with UN Women in order to empower women when it comes to financial security. So the Bombay State Stock Exchange and UN Women India launch Fin Empower program. This is a year-long joint capacity building program between Bombay Stock Exchange and UN Women to empower women towards financial security. Secondly, Nagaland has gotten its new chief minister. Neiphiu Rio has sworn in as the chief minister of Nagaland for the 5th term. Indian Navy has successfully tested MR SAM from INS Vishakhapatnam. Medium range surface to air missile, which is MR SAM, it has been jointly developed by DRDO and Israeli Aerospace Industries. Eminent Odisha scientist P.K. Jaina passes away. He was also the former Director General of Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and he was also a Padma Shri awardee. UN Ministry of State, Minister for State, he confers 8th National Photography Award. Professional Photographer of the Year Award, it was given to Shri Sashi Kumar Ramachandran, while Shri Arun Saha has won the Amateur Photographer of the Year Award. Under the program Arogya Mahila, tests would be conducted for women every Tuesday in Telangana, initially in 100 health centers, and medicines will be provided to them free of cost. This is an initiative of the state of Telangana. Ramchandra Paudel, he is the new president of Nepal, Ramchandra Paudel. He earlier served as Nepal's deputy prime minister, cabinet minister and speaker. Actor Satish Kaushik, he is no more. He was born on April 13, 1956, and he was an actor, director, producer, comedian and screenwriter. He suffered a heart attack in the early hours of morning. The Central Industrial Security Force Raising Day, it is celebrated every year on March 10 to commemorate the establishment of CISF in the year 1969. Now let's proceed to the legal update that we have today. This update comes from the High Court of Kerala. Jurisdiction to execute an arbitral award, it is with District Court and not the Commercial Court. The Honorable High Court of Kerala has held that the jurisdiction of executing an arbitral award, it could not be given to a commercial court under the Commercial Courts Act of 2015. The name of this particular case is Beta Exim Logistics Private Limited versus Central Railside Warehouse Company Limited. So that's all we have for this TNA today. In case you want to have access to the free study materials and the TNA slides that were used in this particular video, kindly join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description, or you can scan the barcode which is given below. Thank you for being with us. Happy journey of preparation and have a good day.